Khamzat Chimaev's worst matchup is not Robert Whittaker, it's not Paulo Costa, it's his fucking immune system. The guy's nearly dead again, and I don't know how, to be honest. He pulled out of UFC Saudi Arabia. Obviously, he was meant to fight Robert Whittaker in the main event. Ikram Aliskerov stepped in now, but yeah, it's due to illness. He hasn't broke his hand or anything. He's ill again. In 2020, I think he got COVID, and that nearly killed him off. He had to pull out of a couple fights with Leon, but yeah, it seems that a bug's come back around and it's just like nearly killed him again. And the way everyone found out about him pulling out of the fight was through his teammate Graham Kutateledzi's Instagram story, and it was a photo of Khamzat Chimaev in a hospital bed with Graham, a black and white photo with Graham next to him, and it looks like he's like praying for Khamzat's life. Like, these are the sort of photos you see when someone's about to die. I highly doubt that he's about to die, but still, like, it's kind of worrying. And if it carries on this way, this could honestly lead to Khamzat's career being cut short. I don't know what it is. I don't know whether they're related, but like, fighters from that region of the world just seem to retire early sometimes because of health issues. Like Zabit did it, Demiraz Magulov did it, and they could have been different injuries, not necessarily illnesses, but you know, it makes you think. I mean, Khamzat's already at a disadvantage anyway, just in fighting in general, because he can only breathe out of one nostril, I think because of an injury he had when he was younger, so that already puts him at a disadvantage. And yeah, all these illnesses are going to, I think, take a toll on him, and we might see him be forced to retire. I do think we'll see him fight at least once again, but I don't think he'll ever get anywhere near the level he was when he fought people like Li Jingliang and Kevin Holland ever again, because he literally destroyed them within about a minute of the fight. But yeah, I can't see him ever becoming this triple champ that people had him down as, and he could genuinely be one of the biggest what-ifs in UFC history. I mean, a recent quote from his manager here says, when Khamzat rang his manager, he literally thought he was going to die, which puts into perspective how serious the illness actually is. But I was going to pick Robert Whittaker to beat him anyway. I thought 5 rounds against Robert Whittaker was a really, really bad matchup for Khamzat. But yeah, we might not ever see that fight now. There's been a lot of talk recently about who the UFC's most reliable fighters are when Alex Pereira and Yuri Prochazka stepped in to take the UFC 303 main event. But Khamzat Chimaev might be one of the most unreliable fighters. I mean, the illness thing isn't his fault, but even when he is fit, he doesn't fucking make weight anyway. Like, when he's supposed to fight Nate Diaz, the whole card had to get switched around because that guy was fucking something stupid like 4 pounds overweight. So he can't even make weight when he's fit. I think if Khamzat was going to be the big double or triple champ that everyone made him out to be in 2021, it would have happened by now. So he'd be lucky to even get one belt at this point. It's just a shame that we're losing a kind of exciting middleweight, because the middleweight division is already terrible. So losing someone who can build up hype for fights is not a good thing. So the new main event for UFC Saudi Arabia is Robert Whittaker versus Ikram Aliskerov. Ikram's not done anything in the UFC yet, which makes me think he can meet Robert Whittaker. You know, the Phil Hawes win, not looking too much into that. Phil Hawes is quite chinny. Wally Alves win was quite impressive, but still not enough to make me pick him against Robert Whittaker. I think Robert Whittaker's going to work him over 5 rounds and win a comfortable decision, but stranger things have happened. You know, we could see a masterclass from Ikram, but I doubt it. Might be worth noting that Aliskerov dropped Alves with a jab, and Robert Whittaker's been prone to get dropped by jabs in his career, but I think Whittaker's too savvy on the feet to lose to Aliskerov at this point, but I do see a bright future for Aliskerov in the UFC. To round it off, I give Khamzat Chimaev maximum 2 more years in the UFC if these illnesses carry on. We'll just have to see how his body copes with it.